Discussing how to learn and understand Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching is an important question involving methodology. Take the concept of Lao Tzu's Tao as an example. There are various interpretations. Some views equate Tao with path. Foreign scholars translate it as the way and use capital letters, giving it a sense of mystery. However, this interpretation is problematic since a path usually implies someone walking on it and leading to a specific destination, which doesn't align with the meaning of Tao. Other interpretations suggest that Tao means regularity, as in flower arrangement or tea ceremony, indicating that the existence and development of anything follow certain regularities. But this raises a question. Does the entity exist first or the regularity? Some also believe Tao represents the general concept of change. Since Tao itself is constantly changing, it is difficult to define precisely, linking Tao with name. However, this understanding is also questionable. If Tao represents change, what is the subject of this change? These are the initial challenges we face when studying the Tao Te Ching. Through a few simple examples, we can see the complexity of understanding Tao. Therefore, in discussing methods of learning and understanding, we will focus on the following 3 points. 1. Drawing on Western hermeneutics. 2. Interpreting the classics with the classics. That is, using the content of Tao Te Ching itself to understand each key concept. 3. Combining personal life experience for comparison and validation. 1. Leveraging Western hermeneutic methods contemporary. Western philosophy has developed a hermeneutic method, particularly for interpreting classics and texts. This approach is invaluable for reading ancient classics or any significant book. When engaging with an original text, it's essential to think on 4 levels to accurately understand its meaning. These levels, in order, are: what exactly is this sentence saying? In other words, are there any issues with the original text itself? What is the meaning of the content of the original text? What does this sentence want to say? When reading, it's often found that the author implies more than what is written. The speech of an individual reflects the specific era and ideological context in which they lived. Understanding this context helps us to comprehend why they would say such a thing, which is, what are they trying to convey? What can this sentence say? After a classic is written, each era's readers have their unique interpretations, showing what this sentence can say. In other words, once a classic is penned, it opens up infinite possibilities, with as many interpretations as there are readers. The various commentaries on Lao Tzu's works over the generations fit into this category. What should this sentence be interpreted as saying? After understanding the original text, recognizing what it wants to convey, and examining the interpretations across generations, what it can say, we as modern interpreters must discern. What should this sentence be saying? Therefore, these 4 questions together form a holistic inquiry. What is it actually saying? What does it intend to say? What can it potentially say? And what should it ideally convey? These 4 constitute a complete process. Although it's impractical to analyze every sentence through these 4 steps in detail, it's important to recognize that my interpretations of Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching are derived from these steps. 2. Interpreting the classics through the classics. For an example, consider Tao Te Ching's significant statement, "The Tao adheres naturally." But what does naturally really mean? To understand, we must first recognize that the term ziran, naturally, combining zi, self, and ran, so, was first used in this compound form in Lao Tzu's writings. Ziran literally translates to "of its own so." Thus, the naturally in "the Tao adheres naturally" does not refer to nature or the cosmos, but to things being in their own inherent states. In essence, when anything remains in its inherent state, the Tao is demonstrated within it. This exemplifies interpreting the classics through the classics, using Lao Tzu's definition of naturally to elucidate his usage of the term, instead of retrofitting it with interpretations from later generations or external thinkers. Take, for instance, the use of naturally in the Tao Te Ching, appearing 5 times. A comprehensive analysis confirms that it indeed signifies maintaining one's inherent state. Similar to the term sage, it possesses a distinct meaning that can only be discerned within Lao Tzu's text. This approach aids in understanding Lao Tzu's without misinterpreting his message or treating the Tao Te Ching as merely a supplement to our own ideologies. 3. Integrating personal experiences or concrete examples. Moving to the third aspect, it involves integrating personal experiences or concrete examples into the study. This implies that Lao Tzu's philosophy is not merely about high ideals or idle dreaming. It is grounded, actionable, and applicable. Take, for instance, Lao Tzu's observation. Calamity is the cradle of fortune, and fortune is the hidden trap of calamity. This suggests that fortune lies close to disaster, and underneath fortune, calamity lurks. In real-life scenarios, extending our time frame helps to comprehend Lao Tzu's meaning. For example, the consequences of someone's success today may only become apparent after 30 or 40 years. Is it truly success or the onset of a catastrophe? Consider the case of lottery winners in the United States, where, statistically, most return to their original financial state within 7 years, losing all their winnings. Over time, many come to regret winning the lottery. However, at the moment of winning, who wouldn't have envied them? The outcomes are unpredictable, illustrating Lao Tzu's insight. On the flip side, failure or suffering may lead to significant happiness over time. To validate Lao Tzu's philosophy in life, one must adopt a long-term and broad perspective, looking at the bigger picture to understand his wisdom truly. Such insights are essential in studying Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching. We should employ hermeneutic methods, along with interpreting the classics through the classics, and integrate personal experiences or specific examples for comprehensive understanding. In essence, someone who has studied Lao Tzu should demonstrate a discernible transformation, a different outlook on life, an elevated level of understanding, and enhanced abilities. These are the crucial elements in learning and understanding the Tao Te Ching. Otherwise, one might fail to grasp its true essence. I recall a college course on Lao Tzu I attended, led by a particular professor. On the first day, he walked around the podium for several minutes. Then, capturing everyone's attention, he turned to us and finally spoke. He said, "Dear students, it's not that I choose not to speak. We are studying Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu himself said, 'Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know.'" This poses a dilemma. Those who genuinely understand Lao Tzu remain silent. Those who speak do not truly understand him. Lao Tzu's wisdom transcends verbal or written expression, which are mere vessels incapable of fully conveying his profound insights. Thus, one might argue that Lao Tzu cannot truly be taught. Then, how should one approach the study of Taoism? By personal introspection? And if insights are gained, how does one ascertain their correctness without the ability to articulate them? These considerations are vital in studying Lao Tzu. Indeed, many of Lao Tzu's teachings are verifiable. For example, Lao Tzu stated, "He who easily promises rarely keeps his word. He who sees everything as easy will encounter many difficulties." These observations stem from life experiences, yet they require long-term reflection to be fully appreciated. Another of his teachings, "He who understands others is intelligent. He who understands himself is enlightened," suggests that comprehending others signifies intelligence, while self-enlightenment transcends mere cleverness, indicating a deeper awareness or awakening. In conclusion, studying Lao Tzu often involves discussions and debates about the meanings of his texts, given the academic community's varied interpretations. Therefore, in our present study of Lao Tzu, we have a singular opportunity to delve deeply into his fundamental concepts, aiming to positively guide our lives.